Hello, this is Stephen Childs, founder of the Way of Fairness and Team Fairness, and the World Fairness Agreement, which describes the law of fairness, that I want the law of fairness to be the only authority over all of us. So that, I'm the Lord of earth, I'm the only Christ, and so I make claims because my spirit guide tells me to, and I've been given dreams indicating that it's true. But this is dreams. Dreams are fiction. There's a fact to all of this, and I don't know what it is. I don't think anyone else does either. If you watch the short I just made about they know and I don't know, it's like, we know they're here, and we can't see them physically. They're aliens, I suppose, or from another dimension. They must have control of this reality that we're in. They don't have to tell us anything, and I don't have to tell you anything either. People can be tortured into telling people anything, but they'd probably make some lies while they're telling after they've, you know what I mean? It would still be tricky, even though we're being tortured to death. There's a video or research on an orangutan that lies to humans and tricks them within their mind. It's really strange. It's an orangutan. He might be the Lord of the world, for all I know. So, I want to talk about, before I forget, see, now I've already forgot. Oh, yeah, about spirit possession. And so, it's me. I'm the devil in your head. Good luck on getting me out. So I have this, like, you can call them voices or telepathic thoughts or mind-to-mind communication. The voices happen from within the mind. They're not outside. They're not sound. They're voices or thoughts that appear within the mind. And sometimes they're very subtle, and you might only hear like a whisper, like, why would I be hearing somebody whispering like that in my own mind? What is going on? That means something. Most people completely deny knowing anything about this so that they don't come with straitjackets and haul them away. Perhaps they're guilty and they've done me wrong by joining with the group that does me wrong, that are empowered by these invisible aliens within our mind that can do stuff in our real world physically. I suppose they can break people's arms. And they may have already done that in my behalf to someone else. I had a dream about that. I had a dream where someone was doing evil to me so I could break his back. And then I awakened from the dream thinking that was a strange dream. And I wrote it down so I wouldn't forget. Once upon a time, I used an old, like 90s issue tape recorder that was probably made in the 80s. So it had cassette tap and the great big push buttons to operate it. And which is really convenient because it had a pause lever right on the side of it. The first one was the pause. So I could be sleeping and have it on pause, remember vaguely or not even totally remember, and get my hand to finger over to push the pause button so that it starts recording, and then I'd start speaking about what I had been dreaming. And it sounded like gibberish the next day, but enough of it made sense that I could remember vaguely being communicated to by something. Anyway, I worked on that and developed that ability to remember this communication I'm getting from Dreamland. Um, and I'm good at remembering my dreams ever since I was a child. I've always seemed to know that it was important, the kind of dreams I was having. Um, then I went through this phase where the thought in my mind would be Satan. And I would just cringe, and I couldn't stop it. And it's like I realized something's causing me to think that. Why would I be torturing my own self by thinking that thought unconsciously? Why? What is this about? I grew up in Springville, Utah, the home of the Mighty Red Devils, as the football mascot, the sports mascot for the high school. And there were people that had committed suicide from playing with the Ouija board. When I'd heard about this since I was a kid. And one of them lived across the street from me. I think I remember him. So then we hear all the stories about the hellish things Satanists do to people and how wrong it is for them to be Satanists. And then by the time I'm 13, I don't believe the religions and what they're telling me. So, and this thought, Satan, keeps appearing in my mind. And so I thought, I got to look into this, because I had learned that you look into whatever's bothering you. You don't run from it. You face it. You communicate with it. If you're going to kill me, you can kill me. Maybe I'm empowered to kill you, though, by something you don't know about. So people have faith in God, for this kind of thing. Now, what if God is actually the demon in their head that they're trying to get rid of, and it's like a big game on them, right? You realize that we're in a very uncomfortable reality. Some of us do. Unbearably uncomfortable to even be here. A lot of people commit suicide because they can't stand the voices. And I might someday actually kill myself to escape from this reality, or hopefully escape from it. But then what if you don't escape? What if it makes it worse? So it's like, I don't know what to do. I just don't know what to do. And there's answers that appear when you make an effort to find out what you need to do to solve your problem in an honest way with integrity. Answers appear. So there's a guy on YouTube. His name's Bashir, I think. I've just been blocking all of his videos. He's talking about narcissists. And so he's Indian, from the Indian continent. They're the people that have Lord Shiva, destroyer of evil, which is my go-to mythological deity. And it's not about race or tribe, rather. It's not about tribe or ethnic origination. It's about, we're given knowledge from beyond. And is it only for certain people, or is it for everyone? Is this a personal fight, or can anybody get involved in this? Is it a free-for-all? A free-for-all fight. And you can fight for whatever you want to fight for, I put myself at the top of the list. I'll do anything for me. But you got to think about that, because if you're going to do anything for yourself and you're behaving with greed, you're harming yourself. So what is the best thing you can do for yourself? It's to have integrity, honor, valor. And there's part of me that's not like that, and I can't get rid of it. And it's like, okay, kill me, because I can't stop my negative self from being in the mix. So just go ahead and kill me. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of myself. So that when you get to that point, that changes the picture, so that whatever higher beings are here know that you're willing to end your own existence to stop the devil that's you. You know, there's the devil that's me. I'm the devil in your head. Good luck on getting me out. So I've turned it around on them. The voices are in my head. I'm in their mind too, and they can't get rid of me either. So what are they going to do about it? What are they going to think next? What am I going to hear them say next? What's their next tactic to get me under control, to cause me fear? I'm not afraid. So now what they're going to do? They can't control me with fear. And I'm focusing on this topic of exorcism, spirit possession, spirit occupation, spirits that manifest, thoughts, beings manifest within our own mind, and we can't get them out, and other people think they should get them out for us. And like the Exorcist movie, and you've heard of a lot of strange phenomena that happens when people are trying to exorcise an evil spirit or the devil or whatever. So I really am appreciative of Robert Falconer and this new way, this new thinking about how to deal with unwanted other minds within our mind. And we don't want to hurt them. We want to help them. We want them to stop hurting us, and we want them to have a safe place to be, so they don't have to control us or attempt to defeat us. That's what I am against. They are trying to defeat me. So, this means war. So I was told to declare war in a dream. And Bashir, the narcissist channel, I am against him at this point, because he sided with Scott Peck, that wrote The Children of the Lie, after he wrote The Road Less Traveled. I read that book. I refused to read the rest of People of the Light because it goes into Christian exorcism. So Scott Peck was seeing this in his practice. He was seeing this spirit possession. A lot of therapists have. I was just watching a video on a Navajo Indian man that's in EMT, and they deal with people that have been drinking too much or drugs too much or whatever, and I can't remember the whole story, skinwalkers. They call them skinwalkers from their tradition, and the skinwalker people would put skins of an animal on, and they would become that animal. Maybe you're feeling some fear of me talking about this. It's kind of a creepy thing. So they went out to investigate something, they were in the ambulance to get somebody to bring them back to get them help in the ambulance, I suppose. And there were these red lights dancing on the road. And they had turned the ambulance lights out. It was like in the darkness, They were trying to they were trying to do their job. And so the man turned his lights on, and he was getting some. You can tell by the way he described it that it said if you turn the lights on, you'll die or something like that. And he turned the lights on anyway, and there's nothing there. So it wasn't like deer's red eyes, because there were no deers in the road. I had a dream about a deer with red eyes, and that was the devil. That was the devil in my life, I was told. Interesting connection there. See, if I wouldn't explain this on a video or to someone else, I would never connect all the dots. I would never get the jigsaw puzzle completed without doing this. So, dear God, what are we talking about? Oh, exorcism. Now, to the deer, the hunter is evil, right? Because the hunter is trying to kill and eat the deer. You got to kill him and eat him. So that recently came up. That's why I said that, because I think it was Walz, Vice President-elect Tim Walz, said that jokingly in the Democratic convention. So I understand Tim Walz. I'm a little leery because he was a coach, so there's authority there. I'm very leery of authority. I don't want any being to be the authority. Nowhere, no how. I want the only authority to be the law of fairness over all of us, all beings everywhere. I want this to apply. And the spirit people I'm working with, they agree. They support me in this because it's helping them solve their problem where they're at also. So we have the two styles of exorcism. We have the Bashir style, Scott Peck style, Christian religion style, and then we have the Robert Falconer style, where we work with the spirit and communicate with it and find out what's wrong, what can we do to help, that kind of thing. We're not against you. We don't need to be enemies anymore. And if someone becomes my enemy, I'm hoping to get to the level of technique that they tell me that they are my enemy and they don't want me around, and it makes me laugh because they're being silly. Have a great day.